Introducing Billy Dillard with the Billy Dillard Art Show. He's an accomplished sculptor, airbrush artist, chainsaw, and power carver, and that's just to name a few of his skills. He works in multiple mediums to create enchanting works of art. Everything you see here has been done by him and his crew. Any work of art you're looking to have created or skill you're wanting to learn, he's your guy. So without further ado, prepare to be amazed by your favorite artist, Billy Dillard.
Let's get started. Hey gang. All right, so today what I'm going to show you is I had a subscriber ask me about freehand carving with a router and what I knew about it. I did read a magazine article. This artist was using a router and he was doing three-dimensional carvings. I read the article, I looked at the pictures. You know, that's the great thing about articles and pictures. Well, that kind of shows you, but doesn't show you that not near about as much as you might want to learn. And I looked at it and I read it and I was thinking, well, this is great, but I can't really ever picture myself doing this, simply because to me, if I gotta set my router bit, route the high spots and come back, unplug it, reset the router bit, do another level, come back, unplug it, reset the router bit, plug it back in. You know, that to me, that's too time consuming. So I don't even know what I've done with a magazine. And as coincidence would happen, a few weeks ago, a fellow chainsaw carver, he told me about using router bits to carve with, and he's using in his die grinder. I'm going, wow, yeah, that's pretty close to, this might help this guy that was asking me the question about that. So I went and purchased a die grinder. First I went on Amazon and searched for them, and you know, I really like Makita products. I've always had great luck with them, but this time that didn't work out so well for me. I ordered the Makita die grinder, I got it, and these bits, as you can see, are quality bits. Yep. 1/4 inch on the shaft. I could not get these to go inside the collet on that Makita die grinder. I mean, I could have hammered them in, but then trying to get them out, well, good luck and God bless on that one, you know what I mean? So we ordered the Bosch and no collet issue at all. I'm really tickled with that one. So that's gonna be the one I'm gonna be using today, which is right here. 10,000 to 30,000 RPMs, 5.8 amps. Good quality die grinder. I'll give you a brief demo on how to use this thing. So now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not suggesting you do this. I'm gonna show you that I do it, and I'm happy with it. I mean, could you get yourself hurt with this? Well, you bet you could, because you don't see any kind of guard on this. And I'm gonna be using router bits just like you'd using a router. That's what these are. So yeah, it's certainly dangerous. So you gotta be, if a person's gonna do this, they better be careful and they better be paying close attention to what they're doing. And you notice when I go to put the bit in, I don't have it plugged in. Now, you'd have to switch that out all the way over to get the kick on, but I'm a firm believer, and when you're changing out the bits, putting them in and out, taking them in and out, unplug the thing. It's just a good safety bit thing. So, okay, she's unplugged. I'm gonna start off with this bit right here. And there again, this puppy is really sharp. So, you gotta be really careful. You can get yourself cut really easy with it. Okay, let's set that down a sec. Here's my wrenches at Bosch Supplies. Now that just slips right in there, no problem. Yay! Now with that my Makita grinder I had, die grinder, that bit was not going in there. Like I say, I love Makita tools. I just wish, I hope that they will work on their redesigning their collet before they get too many bad comments as far as the collet on that there. I mean, it had a paddle switch and multiple speed, like this one here. This one's multiple speed. You can switch it from 1 to 6, and it's so you can go from 10,000 to 30,000 RPMs. and the Makita was 7,000 to 29,000 or 28,000. But it had this paddle switch, and I really like paddle switches. Well, this one, I didn't get it in the paddle switch. It's just switch it on, which I'm going to show you in a minute, and then you can adjust your speed here. So enough of yakking. Let's get to cutting. Oh, make sure you got your hopefully better hearing protection. You know, that's in better shape than this, but hey, it still works. And then for a bonus, I'm gonna show you something else that I come up with that you might want to try on your die grinder, because this here has a 1/4 inch collet, and it doesn't come with any other collet. It's just 1/4 inch. Now that's it. You want a 1/4 inch? Great. If you don't, oh, and this is a way to get around it where you can use smaller bits. Now I wasn't sure how much I tightened it up, so I double checked it because I wasn't sure how much I tightened it up. If I over tighten it down, I'm gonna have a hard time getting it back out. All right, now let's get our electricity. Well, that's interesting. You see right there? That switch was on and that baby is ready to rock and roll. Now that's something I should have checked before that's why I started to plug it in, and as soon as I heard it starting to take off, okay. We got it at 2 right now. I'll just go ahead and take it down to 1, which is 10,000 RPMs. This baby's smooth. Now we just crank her up. Oh yeah. All right. So now, did you notice I kept one arm down? So I got this is pretty much like if I was wood chiseling, carving by hand. So I got this down and I'm using this for a pivot point, right? So I'm not up here. I mean, I could be, if I needed to be, I would lock my elbow into my side and use this for a pivot. But since I got this bench to work off of, then I just put my arm down and then I use this for a pivot point. Because you don't want to be up here just kind of, I mean, you could, but you don't have as much control. But by taking my elbow and locking it in here, I'll show you. Let me get my hearing set back on. Lock my elbow in to my side. You'd want to have your workpiece clamped down though, as you can see it starts to move. Okay, and right there you can see, hopefully you can see the different depths. I was able to go pretty shallow, go in here pretty deep. I could go as deep as I want, but I don't try to go real deep right off the bat. I just start work my way down. I'm not trying to take too much off at one time. I'm going away from me with my carving. Let's say I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna switch it over, put this over my left hand and see what, I think I'm gonna have to go the opposite direction, so let's try this. Just like I thought, I have to pull it to me to get it to cut really good as a right-handed person, compared to when I'm a left-handy, I have to push away from me to get it to cut. Otherwise, as a lefty, if I try to let it pull to me, it'll run towards me instead of cut. And a person will figure that out pretty quick.